Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the spring campaign for Arkham Horror, the card game. When we investigated the Blood on the Altar Sunday, we picked up 2 experience, but each of our ladies also picked up a physical trauma. This was Stella's first physical trauma, but it was Daisy's third. And as such, per my house rule on trauma, we're going to wrap the spring campaign. As usual, I'll talk about my thoughts on the campaign and how the decks performed in this video. So first up, let's talk about the campaign. This was the first new campaign that Fantasy Flight came out with. God, all these years of FF I've been calling it Final Fantasy, but now I've got to remember it's Fantasy Flight. Anyway, slight rant aside. As such, they were very much experimenting in this campaign. It's been a theme in the upgrades video, and it will be again here as we fully wrap the campaign. But this campaign is very stingy with experience. You can't really afford to have any expensive plans in terms of experience during this campaign. This isn't my favorite campaign, but it's up there. I don't completely hate this campaign the way I do with some others. But anyway, I won't spoil later scenarios since we didn't get into those, but some of those scenarios are actually very well themed. Anyway, that will do it for the campaign overview. Now let's go spend some time with the ladies, and we'll say hello first to Daisy. Hello, Daisy. In my infinite stupidity, I brought a build that had its first 10 to 12 experience spoken for to a campaign where there's a pretty decent chance we won't even get that much experience, and indeed, we only got 9 experience total. I'd planned to get the Forbidden Tome and Dream Diary translated quickly and make heavy use of them, but while we got the Forbidden Tome, we never did get the Dream Diary done, which is why I cut it in the last upgrades video. Of course, the Tarot deck also was not kind to us, but that's not a big Daisy-specific problem. Daisy, I find, is normally experience hungry, so this might not be the best campaign for her. Anyway, this build of Daisy did well, all things considered. She just needed more experience to get things going. But I was happy with the path I had her on. Anyway, that will do it for Daisy. Now let's go spend some time with Stella. Hello, Stella. Admittedly, this is my first campaign ever using our favorite mail carrier, so this was a total blind playthrough with Stella. As usually happens when I intend to use only the upgrades that came with the starter deck, I had to abandon that plan pretty quickly. Playing Survivor was always going to be a weird experience for me, just because I haven't played Survivor very much, but we made decent use of Stella's ability to fail and get additional goodies for failing tests. It always seems like such a weird way for a Survivor to do its thing, but now I'm getting off on a tangent. Stella did decently well, but next time I play her, I'll probably go with a more customized build. And I'm still working my way somewhat incidentally through the starter decks. We still have Nathaniel Cho and Jacqueline Fine to work through, but again, I'm getting slightly off track on that. Now, let's move back up top to wrap this video up. And so ends the spring campaign. As I mentioned when I was wrapping Blood on the Altar, starting with the fall campaign, I'm going to introduce a rule to the campaign where in between scenarios, investigators can spend 4 experience to clear a trauma, and can do this multiple times if they have enough experience and several trauma to clear. Also, in between campaigns, if an investigator survives with a load of trauma and experience, they can spend the lesser of 4 experience per, or 10 experience to clear their trauma. This house rule should help me get deeper into these campaigns, but I might have to adjust the experience cost depending on how the house rule makes everything feel. Anyway, that will do it for this video and for the spring campaign. Sunday, we're planning to step back into the background campaign for Hero Realms. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.